camp and NIMS for this great occasion for its opening of new centers. And I feel a little bit dwarfed by the three presenters of this excellent presentation of impressive achievement of what they did in their institute. But our institute just started, so I don't think I have much to say about our institute itself. But I'll do that at the end of my talk. But before that, I'd like to share some thought about what I think this camp and NIMS can and should do. Maybe my remark may sound a little bit too opaque, but that's what I am. So I'll just maintain with myself. Okay. So mathematical world is the world of abstraction, not that of reality. Mathematicians are rarely motivated by the thought of an end product. Rather, they are moved by a creative curiosity and mathematical inspiration and sometimes serendipity. Mathematicians' research rules out humans' emotions and mundane experience, but it does not mean that it is disconnected from our reality. Mathematical world is somewhat like what money epitomizes in our world. Although money controls many people's life, makes many people laugh and cry, its concept lies in the world of abstractions. And Crick and Watson's discovery of DNA double helix was possible because they were able to put together a few distinct pieces of experimental information to realize the geometric shape of double helix model. This is what mathematical research does. Pursuit of beauty, economy, and completeness is the hallmark of mathematical research. Mathematical thinking is one of the human's God-given ability. Just like what musicians or artists pursue the best possible music or painting. The only difference, I think, is that its outcome is shared by a few experts, unlike the music or painting. This is so, at least, at the time of most of its discovery. It is we mathematicians' duty to do our effort to share our enjoyment with the general public. I wish opening of the Center for Applications of Mathematical Principles to help Korean mathematical community and beyond more closely connect to general public and Korean society. We hope the center, the camp, and the NIMS stand in the forefront as the mediator between the mathematical principles and its realization. We hope camp and NIMS to realize the abstract mathematical world into tangible form and inspire Korean public and beyond to grasp the benefit of mathematical inspiration. We also hope the center is connected to the outside world and actively engages in the activities searching for the solutions to the need of the society beyond the mathematical community. Congratulations, NIMS, Director Dong-Soo Kim, Professor Hyung-Ju Park, and other members of NIMS for this momentous occasion, and wish for great success to the center. And next, I will briefly introduce the IBS Center for Geometry and Physics and what it does in the center. Just for those who do not know much about IBS itself, the Institute for Basic Science, abbreviated as IBS, is a government-funded research institute established in November 2011 with the goal of becoming a dream institute where world-class scientists can enjoy the utmost freedom in conducting their research projects. The IBS Center for Geometry and Physics, established in 2012, at least exactly on July 31st, 2012, is one of the first research centers, and so far the only mathematics research centers of IBS. The center is located on the intellectually dynamic campus of Pohang University of Science and Technology, called POSTECH. And POSTECH is one of the top research universities in Korea, and the center's location offers great opportunity for collaboration with the superb scholars and researchers at the mathematics department and the campus, and the several active research groups and institutes located in POSTECH. And IBS Center for Geometry and Physics is under my academic leadership, and besides, we have two group leaders, one Jae-seok Park and Ji-hoon Park, and each of three leads a research group within IBS Center for Geometry and Physics. And as of October 2013, there are a total of 12 research fellows working in the three groups, 3 tenure-track research fellows, and 9 postdoctoral research fellows. We hope by the end of 2014, CGP is expected to be fully functional and to have 2 more research group leaders, and a total of 40 tenure track and postdoctoral researchers. IBS CGP is actively recruiting group leaders and research fellows currently. And IBS CGP also hosts distinguished visiting fellows and welcomes domestic and international visitors. The distinguished scholars include the Genji Fukaya of the Simon Center for Geometry and Physics, and Dmitry Kaledin of Steklov Mathematical Institute, and the Independent University of Moscow. They will be visiting center regularly for 2 to 3 months in an effort to make every visitor's stay as relaxing and convenient as possible, especially for long-term visitors and their families. We are currently running a fully furnished guest house convenient to the institute. Not many, but. And CGP also hosts Young Scientist and Senior Scientist program, an IBS analog of French Center National de la CNRS. IBS recently launched these programs to provide a breeding ground for future leaders in basic mathematical research. Successful candidate will be provided a generous amount of annual research funding for up to 5 years for senior scientist appointments and 3 years for young scientist appointments. And each one will organize an independent research group within CGP. And this will afford a chance to conduct collaborative research with outstanding researchers at the center in an open and autonomous research environment. One of the major events of IBS Center for Geometry Physics is a year-long thematic program. A specific topic will be selected for each thematic year, and scholars and researchers will be invited throughout the year for a number of tutorial lecture series in various themes of the topic area. IBS CGP will host a number of conferences as part of thematic year program. This year's thematic year is on symplectic, contact topology, and mirror symmetry. And starting from September this year to until August 2014. We are currently planning 3 conferences in relation to this thematic program. One on the C0 simplex topology and dynamical systems in January. And the second, Landau-Ginzburg theory and Fano varieties in May. And homological mirror symmetry and simplex topologies in August. This last one is one of the ICM satellite conference. The overall scientific operation of IBS CGP will be overseen by an advisory committee of distinguished mathematicians from around the world and Korea. The IBS CGP advisory committee provides advice and constructive criticism to make sure the center stays on the right path towards achieving its goals. So I'll stop here. Any questions?